The good news is that George Harrison is healthy and happy. The bad news is that he's healthy and happy without John, Paul, or Ringo.
2, 3, 4. Before this dance is through, I think I'll love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me.
You remember these young men. 12 years later, it seems they made those hard days' nights more than a little easier to take. But 12 years later, they're out on their own, men in their 30s now. And the long hair that raised havoc in 1964 seems close-cropped and oh so boyish today. Still, their music made a generation free, a generation that waits for the promise of good day sunshine from Beatles together or apart. Today at a press luncheon, George Harrison unveiled a new song, a new album, and a brand new record company. This song, called This Song, was written in reaction to a copyright suit against Harrison. But this song, the lyric goes, is a simple song. It don't infringe anybody's copyright. No, this is not the somber, magical, mystical George we used to know. The music is happy. George is happy, but happy enough for a Beatles reunion? That's a question I had to ask.
You know, we've all leading our own lives. It's been 8 years, really. And I don't think an ad in the paper is going to do the trick. We have to want it personally ourselves, and not just to make $50 million or whatever the figure may be. We must do it because we want to be together as people first, and secondly, to be together for the music, and then everything else would fall into place. But at the moment, everybody is doing their own lives, and it feels to me a bit like saying, please go back to school. You know, that was like our apprenticeship.
Yeah. Harrison on his own feels he's starting a new career, making happy music, working now with Warner Brothers for him a brand new record company.
It gave me new sort of energy, new hope. You know, just the whole idea of a new deal, a new situation, new people, more incentive, you know, more energy, input from other people, because the old record company, you know, they just took us for granted.
How can you take George Harrison for granted?
It's quite easy. Like this.
Harrison's single is just out and already on the charts. His album will be out soon, and from the pieces I've heard, it's beautiful. But what delighted me most today was I found out George Harrison is 6 months older than I am. Roger?
No comment. Hoping your news is good news, I'm Roger Grimsby.